Hi, it's Mark Owen from Moose Marketing and PR, editor at punchlinegloucester.com, and welcome to Punchline Talks. Today I'm beside the University of Gloucestershire building in Oxstalls. Gloucester is over there, Cheltenham is down there, and right behind me here, as I walk through here, is Alex Cottrell.
Hello,
hi Alex.
hello. Good to see you
Lovely
again.
to see you. So thanks ever so much for inviting me here today. So Alex, why are we here today?
Well, I would like to talk to you today about our Help2Grow management programme. I believe that you know a little bit about it yourself, having had one of your team participate. But basically, we've got another cohort that we're launching in October, and we just really want to make sure that all of the businesses in Gloucestershire are fully aware of what it's all about, why it might be right for them, so that they don't miss a fantastic opportunity to jump on board and take advantage.
Now, isn't it a free course? Isn't there some money available?
Oh, that is. So basically it's 90% funded by the government. So the actual cost of the course is around £7,500, but the delegates themselves only have to pay £750, which is great.
But hold on a second, just 750 quid?
Just 750 quid.
That sounds like a bargain to me. How long does the course last for?
Basically, it's 50 hours of teaching, for want of a better word, but it's a 50-hour programme over a 12-week period. So it's very manageable, and it's delivered in a combination of face-to-face and online too.
Okay, now we're here to meet somebody as well. You've got somebody lined up for me?
Something we lined up. So I would like you to meet a fantastic lady called Mish from a company called Bose Consulting. Now, she's actually a delegate on our current cohort, but she's had an absolute brilliant experience, and she's implemented so many things into her business. So we just thought, what better way to kind of sell the virtues of the course and to actually let you speak to someone who's doing it themselves.
Great stuff, and I've got to say over to Rupert over there, because I know Rupert, okay, he's ignoring us. Anyway,
It all
okay.
happens here, it all happens.
It all happens here. Hello, Mish.
Hello.
Really lovely to meet you. Thanks ever so much for waiting for us. Okay, you're going to tell us all about the Help2Grow. Can you tell us first of all about your business? What is it?
Yeah, so I run a managed service provider, IT consultancy, niche in education, moving into small businesses, and also looking at things like not-for-profit. So making sure that we're not going to be just a standard Microsoft reseller. We want to be the trusted IT provider for the small to medium business clients.
And how long has the business been going, and how many people do you employ?
So we're a micro business that's been going since 2007. But the reason for joining on to this course was we've recently signed up to be a Microsoft partner. And one of the things I was really concerned with is still retaining that integrity and that identity of our own consultancy and not just be another Microsoft seller. So we are now 5 strong and growing, but we ramp up to provide clients with small projects from £100 right up to large clients who are delivering 100 million projects.
And what was the big thing about Help2Grow that really helped your business?
I think it was that focusing on how you scale. I think there's a lot of startup books. There's a lot of theory about how you run a business, but it was actually that input of practicalities that was important to me. And to be quite honest, going on the website and actually reading about someone from my local area in Derbyshire that'd been through a similar process in a totally different industry, but there was relevant pain points and challenges that they had sort of overcome, and it was largely down to the advice and support they got from the course. So that really encouraged me to make the leap and join the cohort.
Now, one of the things about it is it's sort of a peer-to-peer helping as well. How important was that to the actual course? Because sometimes people sit there, don't they, and they'll, I've done these courses myself. You don't really want to put your hand up or get involved too much. What was that like for you? Yeah,
I mean, it's really interesting. You've got people from diverse, businesses, from selling golf equipment right through to perfumery, but we've all got something in common. We're a small business looking to grow, and we've got personnel, operating costs, all the good, marketing challenges, and it's all the same. So sharing that sort of shared problem experience gives you confidence to say, oh, I'm not the only one going through the same journey, and give you confidence to say, well, if they can do it, or they're overcoming the same hurdle, I can too.
Yeah.
So it sort of takes the theory and the models and puts it into a practical, what that might look like for someone's business kind of context.
Yeah, because let's be honest about it, running your own company can be a lonely job, isn't it? So having something where you can talk openly to other people behind a closed door, in confidence, that gives you a big boost.
Yeah, and especially when you're the founder or co-founder, your staff are always looking to you for the answers. And not to say I don't know anything and I don't know the answers, but it's good to have that sanity check or talk with a peer. And it's almost like having a sort of virtual board of directors, where you can go and say, how would you make this decision, or what have you experienced this week, and how have you taken the learnings, and what have you done about it? And it's also about finding kindred spirits. So one of my traits is I'm a bit of a control freak, and I found a like-minded person in the cohort. So we sort of almost like buddying to say, have you managed to let control? And it gives you that sort of shared experience, comfort factor. Let's put it that way.
And what was the biggest changes that you made to the actual business itself from the course?
I think being a bit more ruthless with my suppliers, for example, looking at who are providing, say for example, my accounting services. And though I get on with maybe the partner, I've started to look at, is that the accountancy firm that's going to take us from A to B, and be quite ruthless about it in terms of it needs to align to the mission and purpose of the organisation. It's not just about having a friendly face at the end of a telephone. So I think being really dogmatic about what your company needs and how you're going to go about it, and not being too precious about the perceived loyalty of a previously good supplier.
Yeah, because we would like to do business with people that we like at the end of the day, isn't it? And I think you're spot on. I think it's really hard to suddenly switch from a supplier who you've really liked, but maybe they're not cutting it anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about sort of commitment and time levels to the course. What was it like for you? Obviously, because you're running a business. When we had a little chat earlier, you just came from the airport. You're running around all over the place. What was it like for you trying to manage it all?
Yeah, I won't lie. It's a commitment. However, if you want to grow your business, it's a commitment you've got to make, haven't you? For example, as far as I'm concerned, it's almost like a continuous professional development for the organisation. I've always said, I invest in myself, I'll invest in my company, and I think this is a worthwhile investment in the company, because if you get the operating model right, it's only going to be beneficial for the company in the long term. So I'm happy to give the time, and the most important thing is to participate and then take those learnings out into your business to really galvanise that in classroom learning.
And if there's one thing you're going to say to anybody watching this video about joining the course, what would that be?
Don't hesitate. Make the time. Once you've made a decision to get involved, really be present and participate, because I think it's those moments, and the peer group calls as well, to say if you're going to carve out the time, almost double that time, to make sure you're not just doing the in-classroom activities, you're then taking away and reflecting, and also factoring a bit of wellbeing time as well.
I know the feeling very well. Michelle, thanks ever so much.
Oh, really nice meeting you.
Really love to meet you. Thanks ever so much, and all the very best as well. And I'm sure we'll catch up together very soon.
Okay.
Just going to say goodbye to Alex. Hey, Alex, that was brilliant. Thank you ever so much for today.
Great stuff.
How do I get hold of you guys?
There are a number of ways to get in touch. If you want to find out more about it, then you can phone our teams on 01242 715 400, or in a proper antique, acorn antique styling. So there's an email address there. Email the teams on htgm@gloss.ac.uk. That's htgm@gloss.ac.uk. As I say, give us a buzz. Find me on LinkedIn. I'm all over the place. Or just drop into Oxstalls, come into the hub and ask about it. But yeah,
and
we'd be delighted to see you all.
And we didn't prep that bit at all. All right, thanks ever so much. Bye.